Internet, around here I go by Cat of Diamonds, and welcome to my Fannish Reviews. A few weeks ago, Sanne of Books and Quills posted a video all about the dedications in books. If you'd like to watch that video, I highly recommend it, and I'll put a link to it down in the doobly-doo. Long story short, in her video she talked about how a lot of books have "to my love," "to my family," "to just this name," and they're all very straightforward. But sometimes there's a little something extra. So that made me curious about what dedications lie in my books, hence the kind of torn apart empty bookshelf. I've pulled a stack of books with interesting to me dedications, and I'd like to share them with you. First, I've got My Drunk Kitchen, A Guide to Eating, Drinking, and Going with Your Gut by Hart, to reckless optimists and all who believe we can do more and better. If you watch Hannah on YouTube, you know that that sounds just like her, so I really appreciate that it's in the front of her book. When I bought Hannah's book, I also bought Grace's Guide, The Art of Pretending to be a Grown-Up by Grace Helbig. And inside it says, "For the anxious, awkward, wonderful weirds who constantly inspire me." Which, again, I definitely think fits her personality, as well as this whole book fits her personality. I haven't read My Drunk Kitchen yet, but I did read this one, and I have its review up on this channel, so if you'd like to watch that, you can click. Then I own the first 4 books to the Charlaine Harris Southern Vampire series, or the Sookie Stackhouse series, as I think they were renamed once it became True Blood on HBO. And the first 2 are pretty normal, but I love that in Club Dead it says, "This book is dedicated to my middle child, Timothy Schultz, who told me flatly he wanted a book all to himself." And again, I thought this one was interesting as it is a vampire series. You don't really expect something like this in the front of its dedication. It says, "Though they'll probably never read it, this book is dedicated to all the coaches, baseball, football, volleyball, soccer, who've worked through so many years, often for no monetary reward, to coax athletic performances out of my children and to instill them in understanding of the game. God bless you all, and thanks from one of the moms who crowds the stands through rain, cold, heat, and mosquitoes. However, this mom always wonders who else might be watching in the night games." I don't know, I thought those 2 kind of stood out, and that was exciting. I didn't expect them. So all those dedications were fun and lighthearted and nice, but I also realized going through my stacks that kind of the more serious the book, if it's gonna have a standout dedication, it's gonna be kind of a serious dedication. Just for a heads up for the rest of them. Starting with those, I have Rumble by Ellen Hopkins. This book is dedicated to the far too many young people who ended their lives because they couldn't see beyond the pain of the present to the joy waiting for them in the future, and to those who loved them then and still love them now. I don't think I need to say anything more on this one. Then I have This Star Won't Go Out by Esther Earl, with the help of Lori and Wayne Earl, her family. If you didn't know, The Fault in Our Stars dedication is actually to Esther Earl herself. If you don't know who Esther Earl is, she was a young nerd fighter diagnosed with thyroid cancer at age 12 and lived until 16, and it was just such a strong beacon of hope and light in the nerd fighter community. I just found that the dedication in this was just very wonderful and beautiful and poignant. To all who long to live fully and love deeply, no matter the obstacle or length of days. Getting emotional reading it. Don't want to cry, so while The Fault in Our Stars wasn't written about Esther, it definitely wouldn't have been made without her. So if you know, I just can't. I don't know how I'm going to make through this video. Words, stuff, emotion things. And I think Esther would be happy that I'm following it up with Harry Potter. While I'm not doing The Sorcerer's Stone, I am doing Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. This is actually the reason I did this video. Sanne read this dedication in her video and I started to cry, and I realized just how long it had been since I had read the dedication in this book, and just how much it means to me and so many out there. So I had to include it in this video as well, even though it was in Sanne's. For those of you who don't remember, it is in the shape of a lightning bolt. The dedication of this book is split 7 ways. To Neil, to Jessica, to David, to Kinsey, to Di, to Anne, and to you, if you have stuck with Harry until the very end. Whew! I didn't know if I could, say it without breaking, and I almost did, but we're good, we're fine. I think there is something to be said about having to present it, so it keeps you from, bursting into tears. But they're there, they're close, so whew. So I think it's best if I go ahead and end this video. Thank you, Sanne, for inspiring me to look at my bookshelf more closely. If any of you would like to do the same, please do so. I just strongly encourage it, and if you do it in front of the camera, please leave your link to your video in the comments because I'm so fascinated by this. And so of course, until my next video, happy reading. Hello Internet, around here I go by Cat of Diamonds and welcome to my Fannish Reviews. Ooh, so today I have a hefty one for you. It is the Understanding the World Atlas of Infographics, which was put together by Sandra Redgen.